Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. Still nursing my cold and having a little tea here today. Got a majority of my work done. And there's been something that's been a memory that's been rattling around in my mind for the last few days. Something that I kind of had forgotten about but has come back to me here just recently. I am concerned about an escalation of what's going on over in Europe right now. And been keeping an eye on things since about mid-January, and slowly but surely I've watched things escalate and get worse over there. And this gets back to a story here from my grandmother. Now, my grandfather was born in 1900, and my grandmother was born in 1903, and my grandfather's older brother was killed in World War One. So they knew about war and hardship and what those kind of things did to families and the community. And there was a story that my grandmother often told, and that's what's come back to me here recently. Is she often said that when Germany invaded Poland in 1939, they knew at some point the United States was going to get involved in that. They didn't know to what extent and they didn't know exactly when, but pretty much everybody that had lived and seen World War One knew at some point when Germany invaded Poland that the United States was going to get involved. There's no, the United States wasn't going to stay neutral in that. And that memory of my grandmother talking about that has just been coming up in my mind over and over and over again with the escalation of what's been going on over there in Europe. And it is of my opinion that if World War III does start, it's not going to last years, it's going to last weeks. And at that point, everything's going to be destroyed, and that's just going to be it. But that gets to prepping. How do you prep for something like that? Now, I can honestly say I haven't went out and like bought extra groceries or anything like that. The thing that we've been doing is just keeping one eye on the situation and just slowly and methodically going over our stuff. Like going out and spending the night in the woods and bringing up the firewood and making sure all our prescriptions are up to date, and we've been going through and making sure all the doctor's appointments have been taken care of, and moving money around, making sure everything's paid up and everything's paid off, and just a methodical checking of gear and equipment and taking stock of what we have and just watching what's going on in the world. I'm a big one on observation. I'm always in some one stage or another of observation, and there's definitely been a heightened sense of observation on my part with what's been going on. But you can't believe everything that you see, so everything is taken with a grain of salt. But we've been just going through, checking, rechecking, got all the stuff here for my garden. I mean, if the weather would cooperate, I could have my garden in a couple of days. All my seeds are here because I save all my own seeds. Got potatoes already ready to go because I save my own potatoes from year to year to plant. Already got my seeds started. I got seedlings that are already up, and in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they could probably come outside, get hardened off, and go in the ground. Got our firewood pile as high as I can possibly get it. Just a constant going through, making sure everything's fixed, everything's good to go. Got some more stuff coming up this week, things that need to be fixed, appointments that need to be taken care of. That stuff's all going to get checked and rechecked. And just wanted to share that with you guys, just a little bit with what I've been doing. But I have been concerned with what's been going on because in the big picture, one person really doesn't have any control over anything other than their own household. And that's what we've been doing, and keeping the lines of communication open with friends and family and neighbors, just checking on people. You guys good to go? You guys squared away? You need anything? Well, maybe you should check this, or maybe you should check that. Just dropping little hints and little bits of advice with the people that you know, and are acquainted with, and friends and family and neighbors, because friends, family, and neighbors is your first group. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys, share that little memory of my grandmother's that keeps popping around in my mind, and I hope you guys take care out there. This is Modern Refugee.